It's me. I'm your karma. You know, us as females, sometimes we gotta let each other know how to treat a man and how to keep a man. Hi everybody, welcome to House of Karma. I'm your host, Carmen Serrano, also known as I'm your Karma. And tonight I'm super excited. We have like two of the best guests that I've had on the previous show that I was on. But they're back and it's gonna be a really, really, really nice show. But before we get into that, you know, Easter passed. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter weekend. And I just want to say, you know, let's not forget the whole purpose of Easter. It's not the Easter bunny and none of that. It's about, you know, who gave their lives for us and all that. I'm not trying to get religious and none of that, but let's just not forget who, you know, who to give our praise and worship to. So now that that's over, I had a really good Easter this weekend, Charles. I don't know how your Easter was, but I had a really good Easter. The kids had a lot of
Easter
fun.
was home.
Home, quiet.
Quiet.
I spent it in Brooklyn, and it was really nice. The kids had a lot of fun, and so I'm really grateful to be able to, you know, have, you know, my kids, just all the kids happy and all of that. Oh my God, I'm so tired, so tired. I don't know, I'm just really tired. But I'm
It
super,
happens.
yeah, life, right? Life. I'm super excited to announce my first guest. You all may have remembered him from all over the internet. He is the CEO of Who You Entertainment. Mr. TV will be on today. Yes, that's right. Mr. TV himself is going to be on here, right here at the House of Karma. Followed by the one and only author, model / entrepreneur, E.L. Discipline, also known as, well, he's Discipline, also known as E.L. Discipline. Now he's an author, so you know, it's formal now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my guest ready, my first guest ready, and I'm going to come back after this commercial break, and we're going to get the show started. So stay tuned.
estabas junto a mí y confesaste que sentías ay amor, no sé lo que pasó ni cómo sucedió y exploré tu imagen de amor. Tomé tu piel y tú también, sentí tu miel y se quebró mi voz dentro de mí. Sentí llorar porque el amor me tocó. Ayer estaba dentro de ayer y te hice el amor. Yo vi el sol, tu luz, montañas y tu brillo. Vi el cielo cuando hicimos el amor. Ayer fue todo tan normal, era tan especial, tan inocente y hablamos sobre ti. Estabas tan sensual y exploré la visión de tu amor. Tomé tu piel y tú también, sentí tu miel y se quebró mi voz dentro de mí. Sentí llorar porque el amor me tocó. Ayer estaba dentro de ayer y te hice el amor. Yo vi el sol, tu luz, montañas y tu brillo. Vi el cielo cuando hicimos el amor. No se confundan, porque tú a ver. Comenzó con una caricia y un poquito más. Me elevas al cielo a besos y pido más. Me nace el amor como no existe ayer. Y yo tomé tu piel y tú también. Sentí tu miel y se quebró mi voz dentro de mí. Sentí llorar porque el amor me tocó. Ayer estaba dentro de ayer y te hice el amor. Yo vi el sol, tu luz, montañas y tu brillo. Vi el cielo cuando hicimos el amor. Let's go. ¿Y quién llegó? Di Stefano. EV Music. Let's go. Goza.
Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Karma. I'm here with the CEO, Mr. TV himself.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
CEO of Who You Entertainment,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. TV.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you. CEO of Who You Entertainment, also CEO of a brand new company, The Big Beautiful Wave.
Okay, the big beautiful way. And first off, let's tell the viewers, how did you get your name?
I mean, I was a bad boy a couple years ago. I was hustling out of town. It was a small town. So in them small towns, everybody knows you by your first and last name. Hey, Jimmy Crocker, Betty Crocker, stuff
Right.
like that. So any new face, everybody would look at you. And I was just like, damn, they watching me like TV. And it kind of came like that, like Mr. TV.
Okay, and where are you originally from?
Harlem, all my life, Harlem of hell. I was
Okay.
born on Sugar Hill, Amsterdam, Broadway, Riverside, St. Nick, that
Okay,
area.
okay. Shout out to Harlem.
In my teens, I moved to Mi Barrio, El Barrio, Spanish Harlem, Jefferson
Okay.
Projects, you know, and
That's
Harlem
where
of
you've
hell
been
ever
ever
since.
since? Okay, okay. Well, welcome to the Bronx. Even though this ain't the first time. But All right, so you're a CEO of Who You Entertainment. How did you come up with that name, and what is that company about?
Who You? How did I come up with the name? Just in there dabbling and wrecking my brain and trying to find something that would work. When you thinking about trying to win in the game, you're gonna go through a lot of things that work, a lot of things that don't work. You know, unfortunately for me, a lot of things didn't work.
I mean, things have to not work though in order for you to appreciate it when it does work.
Exactly. So when
look at it as a blessing.
So when I stumbled across Who You, you know, it was like, okay, this kind of works. Who You, and found a way to flip it and make it a big networking platform. And that's basically what it is. It's a big networking platform for people to get together, rub elbows, work with each other, stuff like that, and we can all win.
And that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of people don't know that networking is actually the #1 tool that you need to succeed.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, if you don't network, is anybody supposed to know who you are? You could be the hottest rapper, singer, whatever, but if you're sitting home, nobody's going to come.
Nobody.
Nobody's going to know who you are.
Nobody.
That's the reason why there's so many rappers out there that they're like, oh, this person is trash. How did they make it? It's because of who they know.
I cannot not say this. I really feel like Bobby Brown right now with this on. Don't be cruel. Ow. You know, it's my prerogative. This is real right here.
This is real. I mean.
Real life. LDM, baby.
LDMnetwork.net. That's right. So for the viewers who would like to call in at any time of the show, we do have a number. It's 347-640-3920. 347-640-3920. Going back to you, so that's a great networking platform for independent artists?
Yes, ma'am.
Just independent or just?
I mean, don't get it twisted. I have stars on there, too. I have a lot of the LFL players have hit me up. I got Raheem from Juice. I got Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter.
Nice.
Lazy Bone stopped by. I got to feature him. So it's a lot of stars, too, that are humble. You know?
Is this like a magazine that you have out, or you plan on putting out? Or?
Actually, I got a lot of things in the works. Magazines. I want to be on a red carpet interviewing people.
Nice.
Things of that sort. I want to start giving back to the community. I have a basketball tournament in mind for the kids.
Okay.
Stuff like that. We ain't even going to call. You could pick the ball up and run to your house. You good. You know?
Well, you know, the LDM Network does a lot of community-based programs, and they do a lot of things with the community, with the children, with the community. So, you know, you're in the right place.
No, I definitely
you're with the right people.
I definitely see LDM all over the place. I definitely see y'all stature in the community and stuff like that.
Yes.
Definitely a good
and
look.
And that's all. You know how you have your hashtag Who You Entertainment. Over here at the LDM Network, we have a hashtag Haters Say What.
What?
Yeah, because that's Charles Laloma doing his thing, you know. But we also have like teens program to give, you know, the kids an opportunity to fulfill their dreams and broadcasting stuff. You know, a lot of times, a lot of the inner city youth don't have much things to do, like during the summer and stuff.
No, definitely.
This is the reason why they get in. Oh, sorry, my mic. This is the reason why they get into a lot of trouble, because they have nowhere to go. They don't have nothing to do.
You also want to attempt to show them that it's more than what they see out their windows, you know?
Absolutely. Oh, we got our first call. Things to do, like during the summer and stuff.
No, definitely.
Just call back.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I want to give a quick shout out to the person who gave me this hoodie.
Nice.
This is very fire.
It is.
SYNCUSTOMTEES. Sin Custom Tees.
Nice.
Stop by, get yourself something.
Where are they located?
The Barrio.
Harlem.
Harlem.
You know, Harlem got some really good food. So what is your goal with Who You Entertainment?
Who You Entertainment, I want to eventually become a magazine, a Thanos size media entity. You know, we want to dance in that realm and really be in the forefront of the camera and interviewing people and showing people love for what they're doing.
Absolutely. And now you mentioned that you have another business.
The Big Beautiful Wave.
The Big Beautiful Wave. BBW? Ah, yeah, I'm smart.
You caught it. The Big Beautiful Wave, and if you shorten it, it's the BBW, you know?
Nice. And what is, what's the concept of that?
The concept of that is basically just celebrating women of all sizes, letting them know
That's a beautiful thing.
letting them know that whatever size you are, you're beautiful, things like that, encouraging, supporting, stuff like that.
Now, see, I feel like as a woman of my like stature, like I'm petite, okay? We petite women, we don't get no love. All the BBW women get all the love. It's like nowadays, like if you small and you tiny, what happened to the like Aaliyahs and the Jada Pinkett Smith? Where's our love, huh? We get no love.
Jada's still rocking.
We need the SWW, small, SBW, small beautiful women. You gotta think about us.
We're gonna work that out. LDM, let's go.
Where's our love, right? No, I feel like it's a pressure in society. Either you're too big, you're too small. I feel like women, like we're never, people in general, because it even goes with men. You're too skinny, you're too fat.
Yeah, because I mean,
you know
how many times I've heard I'm too handsome, you know, or I'm too chiseled. You know, something like that.
You too chiseled?
Nah.
What? Okay.
Nah,
Somebody complained about that at the gym?
You know? But nah, definitely that's one of the reasons why the Big Beautiful Wave was created. To let people know, whatever you are, man, just
the
love
wave,
it. Love it and live it, man.
Absolutely.
That's it.
But I get it with the big, you know, the BBWs, because for a time, you know, women felt like they were treated like they weren't as and there's a lot of beautiful women out there. I feel like women are like Skittles. Like we're all different flavors, different colors, but we're all beautiful. You know
Taste
what I'm saying?
The rainbow.
Absolutely. And there shouldn't be a definition on beauty. It should not be one thing, because I've seen some really, really beautiful women that after they get home, they take off all that makeup, they're just average. You ever seen the Chinese women? That they got that thing that they got like this video where they're like hiding their face, and then they go like this. They look so beautiful. Then they go like this to the camera. When they come back, they got no makeup on. They look like, whoa, like a whole complete different person.
I ain't see that. I'm gonna have to Google
it's
that.
It's all over YouTube. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to Google that when I get to the rib.
Now, you're also an artist.
Yes, ma'am.
You rap?
I rap. I'm a singer in the shower, but nah, I'm a rapper. I got about 6 solo albums out right now.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
I got reality TV, Watch Me. I got my TV Guide. I got TV on Demand. I got Channel Surfing Volume 1. You know,
That's awesome. And do you have a new album coming up, or?
Right now, Channel Surfing Volume 1 is my newest album. That's featuring hits like Dear East Side and My Funeral, you know, stuff like that.
Now, what's your motivation to write and rap? You're not rapping about the hood.
It's a mixture, but nah, you're not really going to catch me rapping about nothing too far off from what I know about or what I've been in or what I do, you know, or what I will do.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. Now, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, hip-hop lost a huge...
Don't you say it. I will take this head. I will take this off.
So how do you feel like after his passing, I'm talking about the late Nipsey Hussle, after his passing, he's brought a lot of people together that were not, you know, people didn't expect that, how big, like, he changed the community, like how much he changed and how much he was doing for the community. Because when people are doing good, you don't really hear that much in the media. You hear more about the negative stuff, the killings and all that, but you don't really hear they're doing something positive the way he was.
And I mean, he was positive, he was smart, you know, things of that sort.
And
like
humble.
And humble, you know. from what I heard, was a very cool guy to be around, rub elbows with, get to know.
So do you think that at some point in your life that's something, I mean, you have a whole list of stuff that you're doing. Would you like to be remembered in the same type of way? Or
what's crazy is when I look at things like that and the outpouring that we saw on the screen and the thousands of people, or when Biggie was shot down the Brooklyn streets and there was so many people, you know, you can only hope that you made a statement in the world that big where that outpouring would be like that, you know? I mean, to answer your question, I would hope so. I think I'm a cool guy.
You're a father.
I'm a father.
You're a role model.
I'm a father, role model.
Absolutely. He got one of his over here.
Got one of them in here. What's up, Nene? What's up, Chain?
Nene in the background,
Justin,
catching all the
Chris,
scenes and everything, gathering all the information. And, you know, it's very important because we don't really see a lot of fathers in their children's life. So I commend you for that. That's a wonderful thing. And that's what we need more in the community.
And with you saying that, let it be known I'm not the perfect specimen for that, but I work hard every day trying to fill in all of them blanks and things like that and be a better person than what I received when I was younger, you know?
Absolutely. Because
that's it.
I feel like the youth is so lost because of the fact that either you know, half of the men either were locked up or killed. You know, and some of them, they were just caught up in the street that they just didn't know how to be a father because they didn't have that around. The streets basically raised them. What do you think we can do for, you know, being a black man that has sons? What do you think we need to make the world a better place, or at least for our children?
It goes back to one of the oldest sayings that I heard while I was growing up, and it still stands true. Each one teach one. Right. But we are also so far in and so far regressed, is backwards, that it's going to take years to get back there. But yeah, you got to chisel away at the rock. Each one teach one. Takes a village. Things like that.
Absolutely. Now we have a man. I forgot his name. I swear I said I was going to research it, but I completely forgot his name. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but he's running for president, and he's the first gay man running for president. How do you feel as, like, do you think your sexuality should matter when it comes to running stuff like that? Because I feel like the headline is, oh, gay man running for president. Like, if a gay man is not capable of being president.
I definitely feel that the realm you dancing in right now. Me, I personally don't care. As long as you take care of America. You know?
I feel like what are people scared of? Are they scared that the White House is gonna turn rainbow?
And really
something like, oh, hold on one second. Oh, me?
And really my biggest thing is just you know, doing what you say you're gonna do and take care of my people being a minority.
Absolutely.
You know, all of us we looking for our fair shake. We still want our 40 acres and a mule.
Absolutely.
You know?
Who are we as society to judge somebody else based on their sexual orientation? That should not matter. That should be behind closed doors. That should be private.
Yeah, and I mean,
you know?
They ain't looking my butt too hard, so I don't care.
That's just my opinion. I feel like a man or woman, regardless of what their sexual nature is, should not get in the way of their job.
And what you can do and what you're capable of doing.
Absolutely. I mean, but not for nothing. A lot of people don't like Trump. You know, this might be his last year.
Oh, my son don't talk, man.
This might be his last year, but like, do you feel like the country has regressed, like you said, or you feel like it's gotten a little bit better since he's been president?
To tell you the truth, I think it's kind of still teetering right in the
same. I haven't seen nothing has affected me so far since he's been president.
Yeah, you know, so.
Well, I'm lying. They made me, I had applied for food stamps for like a couple of, maybe like 6, 7, 8 months, and I had to pay it back with my taxes. They took it out of my taxes.
Oh yeah, they was wilding.
They took it out of my taxes.
They saw you coming.
And I'm like, is that a new thing now? Or is everybody that needs a little bit of help? Because I've been a single parent, and I was struggling for a while. And I felt like, as an American born in this country, like, that's my right to get some help. I pay taxes too, so why do I have to pay that back?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But to each their own. But we are going to go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more conversations with Mr. TV himself, and also a performance.
Dear East Side.
Dear East Side.
No importa si es elegante, sé que le gustan los diamantes. Yo sé que me quiere solo, no le importa que yo soy de la calle. Esta noche en mi cama, tú serás mía, solita mía. Aunque me vengas con drama, lo sabía que iba a ser mía. Esta noche en mi cama, tú serás mía, solita mía. Nena, llámame cuando tú quieres que te llene de placer. Yo soy el hombre que te va a complacer en el momento que tú quieres, bebé. En la cama se prende, cuando cerca está de mi cuerpo, la gana nunca ella abandona. Por eso pido que ella siempre me la coma. El sentimiento tal vez la traiciona. Cuando está conmigo no desea otra persona. Lo que molesta que ella quiere este tipo, porque soy el único que la excito. Esta noche en mi cama, tú serás mía, solita mía. Aunque me vengas con drama, tú lo sabías, que iba a ser mía. Sexo, pasión y placer, te voy a dar, mujer. No me importa donde sea, yo te lo haré de mi manera. Yo solo quiero complacerte, mami. Suéltate, no seas tímida. Piérdete en la intimidad. El sentimiento tal vez la traiciona. Cuando está conmigo no desea otra persona. Lo que molesta que ella quiere este tipo, porque soy el único que la excito. Ella cuelga el teléfono cuando está conmigo. Cuando estás conmigo. A ella no le importa nada cuando entrega su cuerpo, su cuerpo, su cuerpo. Esta noche en mi cama, tú serás mía, solita mía. Aunque me vengas con drama, tú lo sabías, iba a ser mía, iba a ser mía. Esta noche en mi cama, tú serás mía, solita mía. Aunque me vengas con drama, tú lo sabías, iba a ser mía, iba a ser mía. Iba a ser mía. Crónico, mira. Jody, de la voz sensual, Tronic for Music. Esta noche en mi cama,
Hey guys, welcome back to House of Karma. I'm here with Mr. TV himself.
Yeah.
He's going to be performing Dear East Side.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the song about, real quick? Let us know.
The East Side is about mi barrio, Jefferson
Nice.
Projects area. You know,
Okay.
Spanish Harlem.
So that's what it's about?
That's what it's about. Growing up,
Okay.
you'll hear it. When you hear it, you're going to be like, oh,
It's
okay.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
our whole story. You know?
Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna step out of the way. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys enjoy this performance, Mr. TV. Who you entertainment?
Yeah.
I like it.
The east side, man. Turn that up a little bit for me, brother. This for me, Barrio, man. Spanish Harlem. Yeah. Dear east side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's dollars in my life, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. East side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's nothing going right, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. Remember growing up, I got a dollar smash. Mommy in the window looking for me at 1/4 past, running through the dub. I was trapping in my other pants, DJ album. Made a boogie party, wanna dance, playing wiffle ball, and man, we gotta catch 'em all. We was all playing spades when we noticed cool cow fall. A mind, body, a soul bag, a one stop. Mr. B's at the 19th cut spot. Niggas had weed that was potent, we smoke a lot. Nutcrackers and motorbikers and wiretappers. Niggas getting at us, they shooting or it's a firecracker. Running through the train tracks with a hoodie on. Couple fat cats with a spray can putting on. Theodora kangaroo shoes, corduroys. Doing hours on the Sega with my nigga Roy. East side, it's a letter from your fucking boy. East side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's problems in my life, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. East side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's nothing going right, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. Shit was kinda rough, you either fought or you was fucked up. Seen a young homie on the strip and they stuck him up. I was in the sports and the girls and some other stuff. Battling the other PJs in the rough touch. Out till the lights went black in the play street. Going for the touchdown and AJ chasing me. The Cosmo heavy metal man, Mr. G's. Pegasus for the fitted hat spinning green. On the beach with a shorty with a little peach. In the back halls with a bud when they're selling drugs. East side El Barrio, you gotta love. Box was a nigga like nigga, just be a smart thug. Remember me, Campbell and Leaf, quarter lick. Hit a nigga with a long ass tube, no stick. One time went to shoot, but the gun didn't spit. But the nigga I was with let it go, didn't yes. There, east side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's problems in my life, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. East side of Barrio, I wrote a letter to you. You don't know how much I love you, I swear, do you? When there's nothing going right, shit, I'm running to you. I hope the mailman hurry get this letter to you. It was all good, Jeff Park doing night pool. Wasn't on street, here and there, went to high school. Even had college, got the all-around knowledge. Started going out of town, coming back and had dollars. Knew Dave in the Walla, had the baggies in the sala. Gym stars in the dinner plate, ready for mañana. The masterpiece, part 6, my shit. Ted Smooth, Counter Con, everybody putting on hits. Hitting the wedge or the rooftop, skate key. Screaming Jeff Morg is deep and mad crazy. Shoot a nigga, get ghost Pat Swayze. Your rest in peace, Chubb, Dial Who, man, Mikey Brown. Some good dudes, we ain't wanna lose shit foul. East side, hope you got the letter by now. Paying homage cause you made me, I'm bigger now. Come and visit East Harlem and stick around. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Thank you so much for coming on the House of Karma. Thank you for representing Harlem. Nobody really comes from Harlem, so it's a good thing. You guys heard it first here. Make sure you guys vote for Mr. TV so he could be nominated on the LDM Independent Music Award Show on the LDM radio.
Yeah.
You already know. Y'all heard it here
House
first.
of Karma, LDM.
Absolutely.
Nene, what up? Change. Nigel, let's do it, Alana.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
The LDM Independent Radio.
eres la mami que quiero. Tú me hechizaste a mí desde que te vi. Sigue más, no ponga pero. Moviendo el cuerpo así, sube el éxtasis. Dale, baja, bebé. Bailando te quiero ver. Pa' que veas que es lo que. Tú ves la bonita. Tú te sabes mover. Eso a mí me pone mal. Yo no me voy a quitar, me voy a involucrar. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, mueve, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, mueve, dale, mueve. Cuando te veo bailar, no sé qué es lo que me pasa. Tú tienes un piquete que me pone a temblar y cada vez que yo te veo más te quiero robar. Tú tienes un piquete que me pone racatequina, más suerte que plan. No pares de moverte, me tienes como un cohete y nada más quiero comerte como un flan. Boom, bye, bye. Solo quiero que te ponga pa' mí. Ya yo estoy pa' ti. Boom, bye, bye. Ese movimiento super sexy me tiene crazy. Dale, baja, bebé. Bailando te quiero ver. Pa' que veas que es lo que. Tú ves la bonita. Tú te sabes mover. Eso a mí me pone mal. Yo no me voy a quitar, me voy a involucrar. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, mueve, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, muévete, dale, mueve. Dale, mueve, dale, mueve. Boom, bye, bye. Solo quiero que te ponga pa' mí. Ya yo estoy pa' ti. Boom, bye, bye. Ese movimiento super sexy me tiene crazy. Mr. Dice, Easy Music, CH produciendo. Ant Music, Donis Blow, Los Baby Swag, Christian, encantador musical, Rafa. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, now you're good. Welcome back to House of Karma. I'm your host, Carmen Serrano, also known as I Am Your Karma. That's my artist name. And sometimes I really am people's karma. So that's just what it is. Super excited to announce my next guest. He is a model. He is a fitness instructor. He is into a really controversial lifestyle that I just only learned about recently, maybe a couple of years ago. I didn't know how in depth this this lifestyle really was, how many people were actually into it. But he's also an author, and so I would like to bring him in. Discipline. I'm sorry, author E.L. Discipline, to be exact. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely, welcome. Now,
Here, since you're gonna be on this side.
Okay. Now, first of all, I was just telling the audience that you're a fitness instructor, you're a model, but you came dressed up to the T.
I did.
I'm not used to seeing this part of you. So, what is going on? What's the explanation?
So, just to brief, I've been on shows with Carma prior on different shows, and what she's referring to is because I'm tattooed. I'm tattooed to my wrists all the way to my legs. So you're used to seeing me in my tattoos.
Wife beaters,
fitted.
No shirts sometimes.
No, I'm
just for
never
the video
not with
shoot.
no shirts.
Just
Maybe
for the
a tank
video
top.
shoot.
Just for the video shoot, yeah. That was my body, by the way. Discipline, take it off video.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm dressed up is because I never believe you can go somewhere and never be overly dressed or overly educated.
Absolutely.
That's what I believe. I believe that anything and everything that you pursue in, you're building a brand. You know, I've built the E.L Discipline brand for almost a couple of years now. So you could Google E.L Discipline and you can find all my works. Right. At this point of my life, it's now building a legacy. Absolutely. You know, building something that's going to thrive and continuously remain consistent when I'm no longer here. Right. You know, I'm talking about children's children.
Generation after generation.
Yes.
After generation.
You know, also, you know, I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. So normally when you're raised in a low income environment like that, you know, especially the boroughs, hip hop is originated from the Bronx. So
Thank you. You're the first one from Brooklyn who actually says that, because not for nothing, but Brooklynites are very proud people. They're so proud of being from Brooklyn, and they quick to like shut down the Bronx. So I'm actually sorry.
But let's keep it real too. Some of the best rappers are from BK.
Absolutely.
So
can't take that away from them.
But it is originally from the Bronx.
Brooklyn, not for nothing, but Brooklyn men are actually a lot more well dressed than the men from the Bronx. And yes, I said it, but they are. So it's good to see somebody who, you know.
Yeah, because like you know what I mean. Like I was saying, like as you're younger, you look at certain role models, and because you're from these low income environments, especially the boroughs where I said the hip hop is originated from. Hip hop is black culture. Hip hop is black and Hispanic culture. So the culture of hip hop is also a certain attire. You know what I mean? So like I don't want to fit the author stigma. You know, that's one of the reasons why I've constantly came dressed down, and I'm still gonna dress down. You know, it's just at this point in my life, like I'm building a brand. Absolutely. You know, I feel like, you know, before people buy your product, they're buying you.
Right.
You know, and branding is everything. It's color, it's logo. You know, what I mean, it's personality. People, it's a first impression.
Right.
So I have, you know, I could have a kid somewhere, you know, viewing me, and you know, I may not say, oh, I'm a role model, but to them, they may feel, or to he or she, they may feel like, oh, that's a role model.
Oh, they might look at you and be like, oh, I'm going to be like him.
Exactly.
Because you came from basically your background. You're making yourself like Jay-Z almost, like you're making a brand out of yourself.
Yeah, and when we look at these guys on TV, you know what I mean, these you know, these moguls, these entrepreneurs, you know, as we're young, we're looking for role models as we're young children, you know what I mean? Right. Especially, go ahead, what were you saying?
I just wanted to ask you, you started off as a fitness instructor or model?
Both.
And what motivated you to start becoming a model? Like, how did you get into that?
I mean, modeling, many people told me I should model. You know, you have the body, you have the face. You know, at first I was opposed to it, because the way I viewed models were males in bikinis and so. And I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not doing that stuff.
Right.
So, but someone educated me and said that there are different styles of modeling. You know what I mean? I do all modeling, but predominantly tattoo modeling. You know, I never looked at modeling as something that I was going to do forever. You never really talk about 70, 80-year-old models. You know what I mean? So, like, true. I took from that what I could out of it. I utilized it to get where I needed to be. I know that this was something short-term.
Absolutely. Now, what inspired you to start writing? You have about, this is like, what, the sixth book? The sixth book out.
The fifth, the sixth.
So what was your what made you say, you know what, I want to just start writing novels? Well, first of all, a lot of people don't know about your lifestyle, and
we're going to get to that.
Right. Should we get into the book, or should we get into the lifestyle first?
First, the book. How did I get into writing? Practice. So we all know social media is like one of the biggest outlets you could utilize. As far as people don't really watch news anymore, they wake up, they, you know, log on whatever
Facebook.
It is, go on Facebook,
Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter.
Right.
You know, Snapchat's not so much of a news, but yeah, they're transitioning.
I feel like Snapchat is more like when you want to hide something, like, because I mean, what else?
Because you're talking about like the inboxes and DMs.
Yeah, because it disappears. Like, it's
but
like
they do have
hiding.
they do have certain news on the feed. They do have certain news on the feed. But with social media, I utilize social media as the platform to just test things out. And I started writing erotica, and I got a phenomenal response. I mean, I used to have a page prior to discipline_beast07. I had a page prior to that. And, you know, girls were tagging their husbands, their boyfriends. You know, that's how crazy the page was. And then I said, you know what, I think I'm on to something. You know, aside from that, I also had like 8 different people saying you should write a book already. So at some point I was like, you know what, I'm giving things away for free. You know, I think when you're really, really great at something, you shouldn't do it for free. So
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't know this, but let's take it. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually met you on a set of a music video before when you were starting to tell me that you were writing a book.
Yes.
And I was telling you that I was getting my own show or into
yes. I remember
transitioning into getting my show.
Yes, I remember we went to this video shoot. It was a non-compensational video shoot as far as capital. And we met, and I walked up to you and I said, you know, I don't just do this, I write. And you said you're a songwriter, you're executive, and that's where we connected. That's the thing about networking. You know, when you can network, you can build your net worth.
Absolutely. A lot of people
and a lot of people don't. Yeah, they're trying to. You know what it is? A lot of people are they're trying to cut corners. Plenty of people, there's a plethora of people out there who are like, oh, let me get the quick cash. Let me get this because it's going to come easy. So everything they want to do is for compensation. For example, right, hypothetically speaking, we don't know if this happened. I don't know if this happened. But let's say you have a guest who's supposed to come here, and they said that they're going to come, and they don't call it, they don't show, right? Because maybe perhaps they're under the weather or whatever it is. It was bad weather. It's too far. And they're saying, you know what? They're not paying me anyways. You know, I don't know what you guys compensate your people. I'm just saying hypothetically. Oh, they're not paying me anyway, so I'm just not going to go. They're missing an opportunity. Opportunity is about luck and preparation.
Yes.
And it's about making an opportunity. Opportunity is out there every day. So if you don't take it, you don't take it. Like I met some guy earlier today. He's probably watching the show. Shout out to Joey. He's Italian and Puerto Rican. And I was at Barnes & Noble's earlier, and I was in the business sections. I like to go to Barnes & Noble's sometimes. And, you know, he said he liked my tie clip. He liked the way it looked, and that's how the conversation started. I said, you know what? I believe the law of attraction. One day, you never know. You and I could be doing business together. So that, you know, going back to your question, that jumped off. So I said, you know what? I came out with The Seduction of Discipline. Now, so the Seduction of Discipline is my first book. That is a very potent book. It's very informative. It's autobiography, embodying my lifestyle as a real dominant. You know, not just the noun dominant, not just the adjective I'm dominant, but the verb dominate.
The lifestyle that a lot of people don't know, but discipline is actually a dominant, like you just said right now.
Yes.
And that was one of the most interesting reasons. That's the reason why I really wanted you to come on the show, because there's a lot of people, like I didn't really know.
Right?
The first time,
not this show.
No,
yeah, the first time. Because I was opposed to coming to that show the first time. Because I'm so private. That's the irony.
And that lifestyle is actually very common. No.
It is. There's just many. It's kind of like something that's in the closet.
Right.
Many people who they're apprehensive about, you know, putting it out there to the public because of the judgments, the taboos, the etc. But you know, this has been going on since the Egyptian times. This is not even something that started with me. This is not something that started with 50 Shades. This is not something that started with Zayn. You know what I mean? Even though Zayn, shout out to Zayn. Zayn was the first person, king and queen of erotica.
Right.
You know,
I was actually reading one of the books on a train today.
Yeah, but the only difference with shout out to E.L. James as well. E.L. James is the writer of 50 Shades of Grey. But the difference between those women and myself, no disrespect, I'm a real dominant. I really live this lifestyle. But I don't want to go into it too much. We have a short period of time
Save that for petty
to talk. Yes. But people want to know a little bit more about that. They could go to they can go anywhere as far as get books. The Seduction of Discipline, Amazon. If you're probably watching this right now on your phone, so go to Amazon or go to iTunes, Google Play, Kindle, and put in the search The Seduction of Discipline or E.L. Discipline. The Seduction of Discipline or E.L. Discipline, and you can start reading the electronic version right then and there and find out a little bit more education of what I'm talking about. But go ahead.
Going to the book, I just wanted to ask you, the characters on the book, are they based on real life experiences, people that you know?
Now, which book?
Okay, so we're going to talk about Stuck Between Two Different Worlds first, because this was the one that I was in, the photo
yes,
shoot.
you're on the cover.
And I also would like to let people know, because as soon as people open up this little flap and then they see that little image that's there, right away people want to associate it with porn. Oh, she's a porn star. And it has nothing to do with porn, because I can honestly tell you from experience working with this man right here, he is the most professional man that I ever met when it comes to photo shoots and just everything. He was telling me, nope, we can't use that picture. It's way too sexy. Remember that one picture?
Appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
And I looked and I thought about it and I said, wow, this is that's some real real stuff.
Because you know why? At the end of the day, right? Many people could view something, oh, this is hot right now. Mm-hmm. But my mindset is, well, what happens 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Because somebody's going to watch this interview. For example, this interview 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Mm-hmm. So certain photos, I'm like, think about your brand. Right. Your brand. I know this is my thing, but think about your brand. Yeah, like, is this something you want to be stignified forever?
Any creep will be like, yeah, use that picture. Show your booty, show your breast. But you wasn't like that. You was like, no, we're going to use this picture. It's classier. And to be a man of your stature from the lifestyle that you live, most women would think that a dominant man is basically almost like a porn star, because it's about the sex and
that's
control.
Why they got to get that first book, The Seduction of Discipline, because that first book explains all the hard limits and soft limits and the pros and the cons and the cornerstone to BDSM.
So the ones that don't know, what is the difference between BDSM and like regular porn?
BDSM is beyond sex. And that may astonish many people out there and saying, wait a minute, because I've only witnessed or, read in books mm-hmm. or watched movies mm-hmm.
Where
I've observed physicality. BDSM is way beyond sex. Y'all got to get that first book, The Seduction of Discipline.
The Seduction of Discipline. You guys already know. That's on Amazon and
yeah, everywhere. And most people aren't like so much of the physical book readers, so they're like, oh, I can't read, and I don't have time to read. But you know what? You have your phone. So there's an electronic version. I don't really want to hear that I don't have time, because when you drove somewhere, I know you looked at a stop sign and you read it.
We're living in times where people are really lazy.
Yeah.
But you got the speech text talk thing where a lot of people can't even spell these days. They just speak what they want on the phone, and then it just writes it for them. So maybe they really can't read.
You do have everything. Technology's evolving like 6 months to a year.
We're gonna go on a quick commercial break. No? Oh, we're wrapping it up. Okay, we're actually gonna wrap up the show, and we're gonna continue this with Petty Talk, and I have some really interesting
questions,
uncensored questions that I want to ask you about your book. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the show right after this. Petty Talk coming up now. EL Discipline. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
The name of the book, by the way, real quick.
Stuck Between Two Different Worlds.
And never.
Strong bonds never break.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys cop the book. Here's the physical form. And like I said, stay tuned. We're going to be talking more with author E.L. Discipline right after this. It's me. I'm your Carma. us females, sometimes we gotta let each other know how to treat a man and how to keep a man.